Good morning, Perry High School. I'm Kevin McDougall.
And I'm Taylor McLaughlin.
And this is the McMorning Show. You know, Taylor, I've been noticing that in a lot of newspapers and stuff, this crazy shopping season, everybody seems to be like clawing at each other.
On the front of the newspaper last weekend was from Black Friday with the crowd.
Yeah, everywhere.
In front of Kohl's.
Well, Kohl's, my mom actually works there, and she said there was a fight in the parking lot the one morning. People are just getting vicious.
And you know what, I can believe it because I was in line for Target personally, and the minute those doors opened, people were running, trampling over little children. It was a pure chaos. It was awful, and I'm sorry that it has got to that point.
Yeah, it really makes you think that it's sad what our culture's
what
gotten
do
to.
people really need that badly?
Care more about new iPods than
the doors open to
each other.
Target, and all you see is people running like crazy. It's like, oh, whoa. But anyway.
Yeah, well, fortunately there are some kids at the high school and in our community who don't just care about the gifts and the presents, and you were able to talk to some of them.
I did. I actually interviewed some kids on what their most favorite moment about Christmas morning is. Take a look.
What I love about Christmas morning is the joyfulness of my mother waking me and my brother up. We run downstairs to see that Santa came because we were such good kids, and we open our gifts one by one.
Went out to the kitchen table, seeing good old Santa Claus, took a bite out of his cookies that I put out for him, drank his milk, maybe fed Rudolph the carrots.
My favorite part of Christmas morning would have to be waking up in the morning with my family members and watching them all open their presents and everyone's smiling faces and just spending time with my family on that day.
The best part of Christmas morning for me is probably sleeping in, which sounds really strange, but we do our Christmas on Christmas Eve.
The presents.
Is being with the family and opening up the presents and just everybody being together.
A nice home-cooked meal with the old family.
My favorite moment about Christmas is waking up with my sister and running down to the Christmas tree to see if we have any presents.
The look on my boy's faces on the way to that tree.
My favorite part of Christmas morning is waking up and seeing all the presents under the tree and my family really happy and together.
My favorite thing about Christmas morning is waking up and going to get all the presents that Santa left me.
Favorite thing about Christmas morning is opening presents with my family.
And my favorite thing about Christmas morning is just spending the time with my family.
Breakfast.
Well, you have heard what the students have to say. Now let's take a look at what's happening around the world. Here's Kevin with more.
Peace on earth and goodwill toward men is not a phrase you'll find all over the world. The unfortunate truth is that much of the world will not be celebrating the holiday season with gifts, food, and family. As Americans stay at home watching Christmas claymation films, people across the globe are living in turmoil. In the region of Darfur, in the nation of Sudan, the ongoing violence has led to the deaths of over 400,000 people and the displacement of 2 million more. These victims of genocide live every day in fear. According to the 2000 census, approximately 9.2% of the population in Stark County lives below the poverty line. Compare this to the CIA's World Factbook, which states that over 40% of Sudan live in poverty. There is widespread violence still occurring today. The Sudanese government continues to use their brutal military force, the Janjaweed, to instill fear in the people of Darfur. As the death toll rises, we are left to ask ourselves, how can this be stopped? While the situation in Darfur has gained some national attention, it isn't the only place that will be spending the rest of December in a state of chaos. The Chinese region of Tibet is also experiencing hostility and violence. The Tibetans are demanding autonomy from the oppressive Chinese government. Tibet is a Buddhist nation located in the southwest of China. One of the pillars of its Buddhist culture is peace and pacifism. Monks, college students, and frustrated citizens have taken the streets in peaceful protest. These are often met by brutal attacks, shootings, and hundreds of arrests. According to Amnesty International, over 1,000 political prisoners are currently being detained by the Chinese government because of their involvement in Tibetan protests and criticisms of the government. It is easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. We take our good fortune for granted. Perhaps this holiday season, we can all take a moment to recognize that there are those who are far less fortunate than we. The Dalai Lama once said, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion." Enjoy this time of year and remember that it can be an even more joyous season when we practice compassion and giving.
You don't have to cross an ocean or leave the country to help.
In fact, Perry High School has a number of organizations which are great for helping out the community. One such organization is the Key Club, and today we have two leading officers of the Key Club here to discuss what we can do to volunteer in the community. First, we have President Katie Naiman and Vice President Erin Telley. Thanks for being on the show today.
Yeah,
you guys.
welcome.
Thanks for having us.
One basic thing we'd like to start off with was, what has the Key Club done to help the community?
Well, we had a soup kitchen on Thanksgiving Day to help families out. And we also did the Operation Christmas Child.
Oh.
And you put together a Christmas box for a child that you selected and then wrapped it for them.
And it gets shipped anywhere in the world.
Oh, really?
Wow.
It could be in this country, it could be in Africa.
Has the Key Club always been involved in this program, or is this new?
For a while now.
Wow.
Have you had a good response in these programs? Are students really helping out?
A select group of students, yes.
Really?
But it would be nice to see more of an outcome.
What would you guys like to see improve through the school?
More involvement, definitely. Like, we've got the whole Key Club involved, and everybody's great in Key Club. And really most of the clubs, like Spanish Club, they help too. They help out a lot.
And the Paraphysics Club, that's a nice club. It's very nice.
What do you guys enjoy as officers, being involved in these types of programs and knowing that you're helping people?
I think it just makes you feel better overall as a person, and it makes you feel grateful for what you really have.
It really puts things in perspective, like she said. It makes you realize how much you really do have and how much you can give.
And is there anything coming up that we can offer for the students to join in, or you already have to be a member of Key Club to do this though, right?
Anyone can help. Right now, we are going to be making Christmas cards for retirement homes, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's really neat.
Spanish Club was also involved in that too.
Yeah.
And maybe French Club, or?
Is French?
I'm unfamiliar with French Club.
I want to go back to this soup kitchen thing that you guys were involved in at Thanksgiving. Were you both involved that day, or?
You were out of town.
I was out of town, actually.
Were you involved?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It's so rewarding. Like, I've gone for the past 3 years, and like, it's the same people helping, so they recognize you and you talk, and it's just like a really warm environment of helping and caring, and like, we don't get to see the families that we change their lives, but you can feel it. You can just feel it there.
Would you say that this makes the holiday season more enjoyable, being involved in this type of way?
I definitely do. I definitely think it makes you feel better about yourself and what you're doing to help people.
You know, I did the turkey trot for Thanksgiving, and this was the first year I've ever done that. You did it too.
Yeah.
And it almost made Thanksgiving a better day for me because I felt like I gave and helped.
Instead of just laying around all day, actually go out and do something.
Yeah, it was a nice feeling. So I hope that people do get more involved.
A lot of people think that giving means like giving money or giving presents or donations, but a lot of times it's just volunteering your time. If that's all you have to give, you know, it helps. It so helps.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are serving as great role models. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the Perry student body while you're here about what they can do to get involved, or what you've learned as officers in being involved?
We also have the giving tree for the whole school, which isn't even just like for a certain club. So a lot of students could get involved with that, even if they don't have time to be a part of a club.
And just keep an eye out in the community. Even the tiniest thing you can do helps so much.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
both of you being here
Thank
today.
you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
This can be a really busy time of year with all the shopping and Christmas things, but that doesn't mean you can't take some time out of your life and keep life in perspective and help someone out.
It's a simple gesture that might change somebody's life.
You know, Perry High School is going to be really busy in these upcoming weeks with Disney and midterm exams, but if we're able to take just a little bit of time out of our very busy lives, we might be able to help someone out.
To think about somebody else.
Well, that's all for today, Perry. I'm Kevin McDougall.
And I'm Taylor McLaughlin.
Have a great day.